Diary, people always ask why I ran away. They think something big must have happened. But the truth is scarier. Nothing happened at all. My name is Ari. I grew up in a house where doors slammed, TVs were loud, and silence followed me everywhere. My parents weren't cruel. They didn't yell at me. They didn't hit me. They did something worse. They ignored me. My dad spoke in schedules and deadlines. My mom lived inside her phone and her exhaustion. I learned early that love wasn't something you asked for. It was something other kids had. At school, teachers loved me. I never caused trouble, never talked back, never needed attention, which meant I got none. I ate lunch alone most days, not because no one was there, but because I didn't know how to insert myself into other people's lives. I felt like background noise. Always present, never important. On my 13th birthday, I woke up hopeful. I don't know why, maybe kids are born with hope and lose it slowly. I waited all day, no happy birthday. No kick, no smile. At dinner, I finally whispered, "It's my birthday today." My dad paused for 1 second. Oh, then he kept eating. My mom said, "We'll do something later." Later never came. That night, I wrote in my diary, "If I disappear, it'll just feel like a normal day." By 14, I raised myself. I cooked my own food, signed my own school papers, put myself to bed. Adults said I was so independent, they didn't see the truth. I wasn't independent. I was abandoned quietly. No one tucked me in. No one asked how I was, so I stopped answering questions no one asked. One winter night, I got really sick, high fever, the room spinning. I called out for my mom. She opened the door, looked at me and said, "Take medicine. I'm tired." Then she closed the door. I remember staring at the ceiling, shaking, thinking, if something happens to me tonight, no one will know until morning. That was the night something inside me shut down, not loudly, forever. At 16, I stopped going home right after school. I stayed late, walked longer routes. One day, I didn't go home at all. I packed a backpack, no note, no goodbye, because what do you say to people who never noticed you were there? I walked until my legs hurt, and for the first time in my life, I felt free. I slept at a bus station that night, cold, hungry, terrified. I stared at my phone, waiting. One call, one message, something like, "Where are you? Please come home. Are you okay?" Hours passed, nothing. That silence answered every question I'd ever had. The next morning, an older woman sat next to me. She handed me a bottle of water. She didn't ask questions. After a while, she said, "You don't look lost. You look like someone who finally stopped waiting." I broke down right there. She listened. She told me something I'll never forget. Family isn't who raises you, it's who refuses to abandon you. She helped me find a youth shelter. She didn't save me. She showed me where I could save myself. Life didn't magically get better. I struggled. I worked part-time. I slept in small rooms, but every step was mine. No one ignored me anymore because I finally stopped ignoring myself. I cut my hair, changed my name. Started over, not because I hated who I was, but because I was finally allowed to become someone. Dear Diary, some people leave home to find the world. I left home to find myself, and here's the darkest truth of all. I didn't lose my family the day I ran away. I lost them long before and survived anyway.
Dear Diary, I always thought loyalty meant protecting the people you love. But today, I learned the truth. Sometimes loyalty is exactly what destroys you. My name is Anna. Growing up, everyone said I was the easy child. Quiet, responsible, invisible. My older sister, Sarah, was the opposite. Loud, charismatic, impossible to ignore. Teachers loved her confidence. My parents loved her fire. And me, I was the backup plan. If Sarah forgot her homework, I covered for her. If she broke curfew, I lied for her. If she messed up, I fixed it. I told myself that's what good sisters do. The first time I lied for Sarah, I was 14. She came home shaking, mascara smeared, phone cracked. "Anna," she whispered, "I messed up." She had skipped school, got caught shoplifting with her friends. If my parents found out, she'd be grounded for months. So when my mom asked, "Did Sarah come straight home with you?" I nodded. That lie tasted bitter, but Sarah hugged me like I'd saved her life. And just like that, I became her shield. Over time, the secrets changed. It wasn't skipping school anymore. It was sneaking out. Parties, strange phone calls at night. Whenever trouble came close, Sarah hid behind me. She'd never do that, I'd say. She was with me, and people believed me because I was the good one. What I didn't notice was how easily she let me take the risk. One night, Sarah burst into my room. Her hands were shaking. "I need you to tell Mom I slept over at your friend's place," she said. "Just this once." I hesitated. Something felt wrong. "Sarah, what happened?" She looked at me, eyes cold for half a second. "Do you trust me or not?" I nodded. That night, police lights flashed down our street. Someone had been hurt at a party, and Sarah never came home. The next morning, my phone exploded. Whispers followed me at school. Anna's sister ran from the police. Anna lied for her. They're both messed up. Teachers stopped smiling at me. My parents looked at me differently, like I'd cracked something fragile, and Sarah, she texted once, "Don't say anything, I'll fix it." She didn't. Days later, I borrowed my dad's tablet. A message notification popped up. From Sarah. I shouldn't have opened it, but I did. "Don't worry," she wrote to someone. "Anna will take the blame, she always does." My chest tightened. There were more messages, jokes about how useful I was, how I'd never say no, how everyone believed me anyway. Diary, I wasn't her sister. I was her cover. That night, Sarah came home. She acted like nothing happened. "Anna," she smiled, "you did great." Something inside me snapped. I saw the messages. Her smile faded. Then she sighed, "You're overreacting." I realized something terrifying in that moment. She wasn't sorry, she never was. So when my parents asked the next day, "Anna, is there something you need to tell us?" I told the truth, all of it. The house went silent. Sarah screamed, cried, called me a traitor. But the lies finally collapsed. Consequences followed. Not just for her. For me too. Trust doesn't magically come back, even when you're honest. But for the first time, the weight wasn't on my shoulders alone. Weeks later, Sarah packed her things. As she left, she stopped at the door. "You know," she said, "you could have protected me." I met her eyes. "I did," I said. "For years, and you used me." She had no answer, and that silence told me everything. Dear Diary, loving someone doesn't mean destroying yourself for them, and being loyal doesn't mean being silent. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is stop being the shield.
Dear Diary, I need to write this down before I lose my mind, because today I realized something terrifying. My best friend wasn't just lying to me, she was living my life, and she planned it that way from the beginning. I wish I was exaggerating, but I'm not. My name is Nadia, and I used to think my life was normal, not perfect, just safe. I had good grades, a small group of friends, and one person I trusted more than anyone else. Lena. She wasn't just my best friend. She knew which songs made me cry. She knew which jokes could make me laugh when I wanted to disappear. After school, we'd sit behind the library and talk about everything, our parents, our dreams, the future. She always said, "You and I, Nadia, will make it together." And I believed her. Then Adam transferred to our school. I wasn't the type who caught feelings easily, but Adam, he had this calm confidence, like he didn't need attention to own the room. One day I dropped my notebook in the hallway. Papers flew everywhere. Before I could bend down, he helped me pick them up. "You're Nadia, right?" he asked. Yeah," I said. He smiled. "Nice handwriting." My face got hot. I hated that it did. Later, Lena grabbed my arm. Eyes wide. "I saw that. Oh my gosh, he likes you." I laughed it off, but deep down, something bloomed inside me. And that's when Lena started acting different. Not jealous exactly, more like curious, like she was studying me. At first, it was small things. Lena borrowed my lip gloss, then bought the exact same one. She asked what perfume I used, then started wearing it too. She laughed at my jokes a second too late, like she was learning how to be me. One day, Adam texted me, "Hey, are you free after school?" My heart jumped. I ran straight to Lena. He texted me. "Show me," she said. I hesitated, but I did. She smiled too wide. Then she said softly, "Don't mess this up." Okay, guys like him don't stay interested. That sentence hit me like cold water. Why would she say that? Then the rumor started. Girls whispered when I walked by. Someone laughed and said my name like it was a joke. I grabbed one girl's wrist. "What are you saying about me?" She rolled her eyes. "Relax, we just heard you beg boys for attention." My stomach dropped. I stormed to Lena, my voice shaking. "Did you tell people that?" "What? No, why would I do that?" "Because it started after you sat with Adam." "Wow," she said, looking hurt. "So you think I'm evil now?" And like an idiot, I apologized. A week later, Lena invited me for a sleepover. We watched movies, ate snacks, laughed like nothing was wrong. At midnight, she fell asleep first. I went to get water and her bedroom door creaked open. That's when I saw it, a diary on her desk. Same style as mine, same pink ribbon. I don't know what possessed me, but my hands moved on their own. I opened it, and I swear, diary, my blood turned to ice. Step 1, become her. Step 2, make everyone doubt her. Step 3, take what she thinks is hers. My heart pounded so hard I thought I'd pass out. I flipped the page. Nadia trusts too easily. She thinks I'm her friend. That makes it easy. Adam is interested in her. That's fine. I'll redirect him. I wanted to scream. I wanted to wake her up and throw the diary at her face, but a voice inside me whispered, if she planned this, she's already 10 steps ahead, so I acted normal. I smiled. I laughed at her jokes. I let her talk, but inside I was building a trap. I texted Adam, can we talk after school alone? It's important. We met behind the gym. He looked nervous. Did I do something wrong? No, I said, but someone is playing games. And you need to hear this. I told him everything, the rumors, the copying, the diary. He stared at the photos on my phone. She wrote this? Yes, he exhaled. Okay, what do you want to do? For the first time, I felt power again. 2 days later, the school held an outdoor assembly. Everyone was there, and Lena, she looked confident, like she'd already won. She stood close to Adam, laughing loudly. Then Adam stepped forward. I need everyone to hear something. The crowd went silent. He read the diary entries out loud. Step 1, become her. Make everyone doubt her. Take what she thinks is hers. Gasps filled the air. Lena panicked. That's fake. She wrote it. She's framing me. I stepped forward, calm. Then explain why the handwriting matches your notes. Explain why the diary was in your room. Explain why you spread lies about me. She looked around, desperate. No one moved. Lena ran. Later, I found her crying in the bathroom. You think you're better than me? She snapped. I think you need help. She laughed through tears. Help? No, I needed a life. You had one. Then she whispered, do you know why it was so easy? Because people already wanted to believe something bad about you. I just gave them a story. That hurt the most because it was true. Dear diary, some people don't want to be your friend, they want to be you, and the scariest part, the person who smiles the most might be the one sharpening the knife.